Jack Ruby say how he got into the basement here today?
He didn't tell me that.
Did he say he had planned it for a while, Captain?
Some of those things I can't answer for you, and he, of course, has talked to an attorney, and there's certain things that he don't want to tell me.
What happened here today was absolutely impossible, according to police and according to newsmen. The area was very secure. There were police in every possible corner. Yet this ring of security was broken by a man who lunged out between photographers and shot the man who was accused of killing the president. He's going to be taken upstairs to the jail. They've opened the door and he's going to the jail elevator. This is the first interrogation down here on the third floor by members of the homicide squad. Again, this scene very similar to scenes we've seen before, repeated yesterday and the day before.
You are one of Ruby's lawyers. Perhaps you will defend him in this case. I understand that you received a call from your wife at home?
Yes, sir. The police detective told me how he knew it. I don't know, that I had been threatened, and I just talked with my wife.
And what did you tell her?
Betty, and Betty told me she was crying and said that she had received 2 calls that I would be next to die.
From the same person?
Oh, she doesn't know. She said
foreign voice?
It's in a foreign voice, yes.
And what did you tell her?
I told her to get the baby and get out of the house. 9 years old.
Was it a man calling?
Yes.
A man calling both times?
We discussed the case to this extent that I advised him of his rights and what he should do and should not do, and he said he would follow my instructions to the best of his ability.
Are you worried about his safety?
Well, a man would have to be worried about his safety after the things that have happened here in the last 2 or 3 days.
Lawyer Tom Howard, interviewed by ABC's Bill Lord. We understand that he has been selected as at least one of the defense counselors to serve for Jack Ruby, who has already been formally charged with first-degree murder in the death today of Lee Harvey Oswald. These events, these bizarre, frightening, strange, unbelievable events, have overshadowed somewhat another major story in Dallas.
Possibility, Mr. Howard, that there was some connection between Oswald and Ruby, that they had met or knew each other?
There is that wild rumor going around. So far as I know and so far as I am concerned, I don't think there's a bit of truth in that.
A performer at Mr. Ruby's club said that he thought he saw Oswald there some days ago.
I think he was mistaken.
This is a memory expert. Or a person who does that kind of a performance.
In what cases have you represented Mr. Ruby in the...
Is it true?
Have you seen the map the Dallas Morning News says was found by the police?
No, I haven't.
One more question, Mr. Howard. Is it true that Mr. Ruby may have left certain personal effects like identification and money in his car? Yesterday, the car was found in a parking lot adjacent to police headquarters.
He could have. I don't know.
Mr. Howard, you say that you have had some support evidence in your defense of Ruby. Have you had any adverse telephone calls or anything such as that?
Had one crank call, you know, the kind you get in cases like this.
To what effect?
Oh, something about the hate group's going to get you or something like that. You expect those things in cases
Mr. Howard,
like
does
this.
he realize that what he's done perhaps created a question for the rest of history, who killed President Kennedy?
Can you explain why during his presence here prior to the shooting, he must have been within close proximity of Oswald, but apparently then never showed any emotional outbursts or never said anything? He was here at times when it is believed that Oswald would have passed him by. He was around a group of people. Did this build up, this emotional...
I'm sure it's built up over a period of several days. I'm going to represent him in the manner that I think is for his best interest.